How we doing today, my friends? Your Florida history hunter. Today, excuse me, we are surface hunting the old Daytona hotel dump site. I found my first little fragment right there. Looks like a piece of possibly a dinner plate or something here. So we're only surface hunting. We might do some scraping, but we're not going to do any digging. We just want to see what's been turned up naturally, or we're also getting a direction here so we don't get lost. Okay. Just setting my internal compass. So we got another hot sunny day here in Central Florida. Right now the temperature's in the mid to high 80s. Of course it's summertime, so we know it's going to be wanting to push into the 90s today. Again, we're doing a hunt at the old Daytona hotel dump site. This dump site goes back to the early 1900s. There's part of an old soda bottle. And we're only hunting for surface finds. Modern glass beer bottle. It's a bit thicker. Might be a wee bit older. So we're just looking for surface finds today. The hopes that the earth just pushed stuff up, and 100 years of animals digging burrows. Pretty amazing what they'll push up out of the ground. We're also keeping a sharp eye out for snakes. You know, we are out in the pine woods, so you gotta know that there's going to be 3 kinds of snakes out here, minimum. 3 kinds of rattlers. Plus you also get your black racers. Coral snakes. You're not apt to really find coral snakes as much in this kind of environment as you would in a deeper, cooler forest. They tend not to like open sun. So you're more apt to find them like in a deeper forest situation where you got maple trees and a little bit more damp organic debris lying on the ground. So we're traveling with a little over 32 ounces of water. And when I get down to just a little over half my water, I'm heading back. Got another half-gallon jug in the car and another quart of fluids in the car also. But my rule of thumb is before you've used half of your water supply, it's best to be heading back to your base. So this area we're walking in today has a history back where they were mining for turpentine. Here we go. Here's some more small dish fragments right there. There's another dish fragment right there. Also seems glass glitter right here and there. So this is one of the spots I'm just going to do a surface rake. Seems to be just a small island of glass shards. And it's thick glass. Oh, look at that. There's part of a Coke bottle right there. Thick glass. It's just random. Yep, there's another piece of Coke bottle. Hard to make out a patent date on it. Another shard of it right there. Yeah, that's something else. That is a no refund. Interesting. Wow. There's There's a neck of an old bottle right there. Really thick glass too. That's going to be my first keeper piece. And I'm going to rake this area a little more too. Looks like another piece of it's just a piece of green glass. That looks like a piece of a small medicine bottle. Look, there's another piece of a Coke bottle. Another piece of a Coke bottle. See all kinds of solitary bees zooming around out here, collecting pollen. Like a piece of glass turning purple. Real thick clear glass. There's a fragment of a pot for collecting pitch. This is a Coca-Cola bottling company. Probably Daytona. There's a big fragment. A few of them. Just a bunch of numbers on the bottom. Clear glass. Small piece of milk glass, I believe. Probably from a mason jar. And we're going to take a moment here and find some shade. And grab up some fluids. And try to find a spot that's got a little bit of a breeze. And some debris. So here we are. And I've discovered these kind of bottles Like some juices come in, refrigerated natural juices that make for some good drinking water bottles. Remember to take small sips and multiple swallows on a mouthful. It'll help your water last longer and you'll hydrate a lot faster. Gulping is not what you want to do. Make sure we're packing zipped. And let's see what this is right here. Oh yeah, look at that. That's like an old corner of an old medicine bottle. And we're gonna take that. And then I'm gonna do a light rake right here. In case you're joining us, we're out hunting for the old hotel dump site. Well, we've actually located the old hotel dump site that used to service the Victorian era up into the 1920s, roaring 20s. There's a nice fragments of crockery. And they ain't no crock, it's fragments. So this area serviced the hotels on the beach, and how they ever picked driving the garbage this far outside of the city or community of Daytona, it's beyond me. But backstory is that there was a community out here of the hotel workers, and maybe they were paid to get rid of the trash, so they sort of took it home. I mean, that's just a theory, because we're so far off the beaten path from where the hotels were. And we're not exactly a block or two away from the road that ran between towns. So we're basically out kind of like between Daytona and D-Land. But we're a mile plus away from the Pershing Highway, so it is a little bit strange, and that's how I kind of surmised that people had been dragging this stuff home and just dumping it, you know, out in their backyard maybe. I mean, who knows how much stuff they took home that really wasn't that bad garbage wise, or some of those hotels beachside, only the rich and famous stayed there. Here's another part of a pot, clay pot, and this whole area here, in fact most of this part of Florida, central Florida and the central north, if they didn't cut the trees down for their lumber, they slashed the trees for their turpentine, the sap. They would drain the sap out of a tree, basically bleed the tree, and they would collect these clay pots and pour them in the barrels, and then they would take and then they would they would boil it and refine it into a turpentine product. And pine sap, pine tar was another product. And pine tar was used as a disinfectant, kind of like where pine sol comes from. It's part of a cork top whiskey bottle or some sort. So I was out here a few weeks ago, met out with another history buff, another explorer, another bottle digger and collector, East Florida explorer. You got an opportunity, go check out their YouTube channel. They're into the cemetery hiking thing too, so they get to visit some really cool cemeteries off the beaten path stuff. There's another one of those clay pots, and there's like millions of them out here. Look, here's something. Here's the base of one, and there's two kinds. There's a flat base and there's a rounded base. You get around Lake Wales, Kissimmee, you start running into the rounded base ones. And I noticed that all through this part of Florida are the flat base ones, and I've never been able to find out why the change. Ooh. Oh, what's that? The cacti. So yeah, there's a difference in the pots, round bottom versus the flat bottom. Give me a moment here. I got a little bit of sweat going down my eye. A little salt in the eye. Same clear glass, but nothing much else right here. Yep, that looks like a piece of a Coke bottle right there. Yep. There's another piece of a clay pot. This is the top edge right here. Somewhere on the circumference is a hole that allows the pot to be hung on the tree. And this is about what a tree would have looked like. They would have stripped the bark back and taken a piece of metal shaped like this and hammered it into the tree, and the tree would bleed. You can see sap right there. Oh, sap right there. The tree would bleed the sap into the buckets that were hanging on the tree, like here, and then here's the basically how the setup looked, something like that. And they would put multiple slashes and multiple pieces of metal into there. And once in a while one can find the a tree that still has the metal pounded into it. Starting to get really hot. Wow, standing amongst these little trees and the temperature's a good 6 or 8 degrees cooler. There's a big fragment right there. And it's some kind of condiment. Another piece of Coke bottle. And another piece of Coke bottle. And that would be a piece of a water bottle. Another soda bottle piece. Something cola. Some more pieces right here. Yep, it's got a palm tree on it. Royal palm. I can see a palm tree right there. Royal palm soda. Real thick glass. I'm guessing this is probably part of the Royal Palm soda bottle. Nice piece of green glass. Top of mason jar. Part of a pair of sunglasses. It's glass too. Wow, it's groovy red. Maybe not another piece. Avon, China. I bet you it's not the same Avon as Avon calling ding dong. Thick glass like water or soda bottle. Big piece of cast iron. Ooh, a button. Look at that. Now hopefully this will make it home without getting broken, because that's usually what happens with buttons. They never make it. They always end up getting shattered. Alright, what do we got here? Another piece of Looks like a soup bowl, part of a soup bowl. There's a neck of a Coke bottle. There's another piece of Royal Palm, YALPA. I think the last time we were out here we were finding mostly Royal Palm soda bottles. Broken ones, that is. A couple where the tops were broken off. I think the temperatures just climbed up into the 90s. I see some milk glass. Pretty sure it's broken. It is. It's the porcelain wine cap for a mason jar, like a zinc lid. Another piece of a medicine jar, medicine bottle. Okay, what we got here? Some kind of barrel, piece of a barrel. There's the bottom of a it says Brooklyn on the bottom of it. I'm gonna take that because I could make some art with that. A nice piece of blue glass. But that's interesting. Yep, it definitely says Brooklyn. Interesting. Have to find out what soda they were bottling in Brooklyn. Couple more pieces of blue glass. Definitely broken. This one says bottle patent March 6, 1908 maybe. Look at this. Here's a bottle that's just sitting here on the surface. But the whole thing was here. There's an A on the bottom of it, like an Anheuser. But look, the whole thing was basically right here. Some slate, roofing slate. Bottleneck. That's definitely a Coke bottle there. Oh, look at all the glass fragments laying around here. What is it? Yeah, moment, folks. Get the old sweat salt in the eyes again. That's a sign that starting to dehydrate a little bit. And it just shows that the fluids I'm putting in, man, there's like massive amounts of glass laying around here. Just fragments. soda. Window glass. And soda, clear soda bottle. More metal. Some pipe. More dinner plate. Hydration break, folks. All right, we're gonna start heading out. Getting way too hot to continue this today. I should have got out earlier while it was still cool outside. see how much glass there is. That's an old piece right there. Look at that, part of a royal palm. Okay, my friends, I want to thank you for joining me on this hunt today. Didn't find much of anything. Did find a lot of sun, a lot of broken glass fragments. A Florida history hunter at the site of the old Daytona hotel dump. If you like this content, subscribe to our channel. If you like this video, click that like button below. Thanks for watching.